Hello, this is Navid from Oud for Guitarists. Today, you are going to learn about Maqam Jiharka and the rare intonation that it has. You'll learn the notes, intonation, and some melody in Maqam Jiharka. And you'll hear some examples from masters of Arabic music, and you'll hear my own little takasim in Maqam Jiharka too. Maqam Jiharka is a fairly rare maqam that is a little bit misunderstood by people who are just learning maqams at a very basic level, surface area level. Jiharka is a Persian word that means fourth place or fourth position. In Farsi, this is pronounced chaharga. In Persian music, we also have a dasgah with the same name, but it sounds completely different than it's played in Arabic music and Turkish music. Very simply, the notes of Jiharka are traditionally played starting on the F note, then G, A, B flat, C, D, E half flat, and then back to F. But the authentic way of playing this is very specific. The notes A and B flat are slightly flattened. This is how it's done on Oud. That's F, G, A, slightly flattened. My tuner is saying it's anywhere between 10 to 20 cents. I'd say a safe spot is about 15 cents minus 15 cents, flatter than A natural. Then B flat. And B flat is quite flat. So it's about, my tuner is saying A sharp minus about, let's say 40 to 35 cents. So you should hear that the second finger and first finger are quite close together. Then we have C, then D, then E half flat, and F. My E half flat is quite flat. It's about it's an E natural minus 60 cents or so. So keep that in mind. So we have Maqam Jiharka. Now let's take a listen to some of the masters playing this maqam. Now you're listening to an excerpt of one of Simon Shaheen's old takasim in Maqam Bayati. And he's got a modulation to Maqam Jiharka. Let's listen. Here it comes. So we could hear this melody happening here. So he's playing some melodies like that. It's really quite beautiful. Now let's listen to a song called al-Sham. This is a song that you can learn in my new Oud learning course called Easy Oud Songs. Check the link in the description to learn more about it. And this is sung by Sabah Fakhri. So you hear that? Na 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 na. That area there, that is Maqam Jiharka. So we've looked at one of the factors of Maqam Jiharka, the intonation. Now the next factor is the melody. Let's listen to the clips again quickly. Here's Simon Shaheen. Okay, now listen to Sabah Fakhri. So, I want you to ask yourself, what's similar going on here? It may be hard to figure out because these locations of Jiharka are in different keys. But the melody and the contour of the melody is practically the same. You hear this melody coming from the first degree to the second degree and then to the third degree, and emphasizing that third degree with a lot of vibrato or even trilling on A and B flat. So you can hear that this third degree and playing with the vibrato, heavy trill on the third degree is really an important melodic factor in Maqam Jiharkah. So this is a very important feature of Maqam Jiharkah. So we hear this heavy emphasis on the third degree and then going back and forth from B flat to A. This is what I call a melodic theme. It's a piece of melody that has passed down from who knows where in the past that tells us right away that this is Maqam Jiharkah. I also describe this as melodic vocabulary. I really do enjoy using linguistic terms to describe music because I really enjoy learning languages, and I can see the similarities between learning a language and learning a music. It's become customary for musicians to use this piece of melodic vocabulary in their improvisations and compositions. Your job as a student of this music is to do this with the recordings of great artists. Pick out the key themes that you like and make them part of your own improvisation and music. Be creative with them, elaborate on them. That's how this music lives. Let me show you another melodic theme or melodic vocabulary that you have likely heard before. Where have you heard this before? If you guessed it's Farid al-Atrash, you'd be correct. Farid al-Atrash uses this melodic theme in so many of his taqsim, especially in Maqam Bayati. This is probably the most overused piece of melodic vocabulary in all of Oud taqsim. So let's go back to Maqam Jiharkah. There are not many compositions that develop Jiharka fully. You usually hear it as a small section of a taqsim or a song. This is easy to see. Just go search Maqam Jiharkah in YouTube and you won't find many compositions or songs. You might ask yourself, why? Why aren't there more compositions in Maqam Jiharkah? Well, because it's challenging. Go and find some rare compositions in Jiharkah. You'll see they're not going to use the slightly flat third and fourth degree. You have this open string A that doesn't mesh well with the fretted A, the fingered A. See, if I want to play the authentic Jiharka intonation on that slightly flattened A, it's not going to jive well with that open string. So usually what's going to happen is that in compositions or like a saz samai or something, you may hear these pushed up so that they mesh with the whole stringing and tuning of the oud. So if you want to do a composition in Maqam Jiharkah, you need to highlight the Jiharka part, and then maybe you have to do something else or get very creative with the melody. Or maybe the main Jiharka part is very short, and maybe it's isolated to one octave. Now I'm going to play a little taqsim in Jiharka to show you what else you can do with it. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you want to support this channel, please like, share, and subscribe. Also, don't forget to check out Easy Oud songs. You can check the link in the description.